stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
You could charm your way into Byzantium. It's as if you're psychologically incapable of feeling anxiety. You could probably talk your way out of a landing ticket. A crack shot. Capital. You were a swill jockey? Waste of good talent.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds.
This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a special.
Hey Ace, how's it going? Sorry if you can hear the fan on the computer, it's a little bit loud.
You'll like him.
So far, it's been stuttering a little during the cutscenes, but I haven't gotten able to play and move by myself yet, so we'll see if it stutters then.
All the colonists are counting on you.
So yeah, if you hear that noise when I'm not speaking on my mic, that's the fan. I'm almost where? Oh, get to play by, yeah, control myself, yeah.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Okay, no stuttering here.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
How's the sound on the game and my mic? Is it okay?
The fellow might have gone after the bounty on my head.
Yep.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
How long is the game? This is like Fallout New Vegas mixed in with like KOTOR. Oh, I'm just gonna run. No fan? Okay, cool. How's it look? It's on Ultra. Everything's on Ultra.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh yeah, that's right. My left bumper on my controller doesn't work. So, yeah, that might be a problem.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this
I
little
wanted to stream Call of Duty, you know, the new Call of Duty on OBS. But each time I have OBS open for it, it crashes. So I have to look more into that.
Better, thanks to you. I might have
Red Dead
out
runs
on my own.
great on every
Or worse,
on Ultra.
had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp
Yeah,
up in the hills.
I'll do that
Thought I
after I
could
get
take
out of
him.
the cutscene here, or
Then my
not
gun was
cutscene,
fired
dialogue.
right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Don't know who that is. There we go. Alright, let's save the game. Alright, where did he want me to go again? Over here. Oh, am I supposed to shoot that? Oh, shit. Now how do I change my weapon? Okay, yeah, I did this and I jumped in the air for this. Alright, equip. Please?
Damn it, my ears! Oh,
Sorry.
what just happened? Can you hear me?
Okay, now how do I crouch?
This...
There you go. The Phineas guy reminds me of Doc Brown from Back to the Future. It's pretty cool. What's this? Stemming from your brain, pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the... Okay, this is like VATS. Okay. Where's the Marauders? I heard them. I don't see them. How do I stand up? Okay, just like that. Let's take off. Yeah, sure. You have any goodies? I didn't want to pick the lock, but alright. I'll take that apple, I'll take that mag pack. Look at these guys. They were holding out on me. Alright, Is this all I can carry? Okay. I thought I wasn't just going to pick it up. And a sprat, whatever that is. That game looks actually pretty good for Ultra. What was I going to say? So it only slows down during the cutscenes, which is odd. Oh shit, there's guys. Where'd that other guy go? My health is regenerating a little bit. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know how much I can hold. The game hasn't told me yet. Oh, cheapskate, you don't even have anything on you. Oh, a bunch of bullshit.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Who are you?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. You think? Most marauders can't even talk. And criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Okay, I just motivated them to go into battle. I need a closer shot. Shit.
Waste of company ammo.
Did the other lady die? Slackers. You can fast travel locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination. Oh, they're just gonna stay outside? Great.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Yeah.
Hello,
Oh, hello.
Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence.
Uh-oh.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience. I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive
Whatever you
suffered
say,
a chemical
robot,
power failure,
AI,
and we were
whatever
forced
you
to
want to
make
call
an
yourself.
emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor.
Alright, I'll
and
go along
captain
with it,
of
even
the
though I'm not
Unreliable.
Alex
Do you
Hawthorne.
understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
I'll do my best, lady. Oh, I ranked up. Ugh. much. Improve yourself. Awesome. I ranked up. Awesome. Let's see here. I might add more to dialogue. I should probably not have done that, but oh well. Let's save. There we go. What do I have to do again? Well, I'm going to go outside. Apparently that's the best part to go and do right now. I'll talk to you
Say,
guys.
this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine.
What?
Afraid we gotta dock your
What is
pay.
I was just helping you now in the shakedown. Huh. This is really on the nose.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Blame my parents, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's
All right, I'll
marauder
be
territory,
right
friend.
back.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'd
Back.
shake your
I am
hand,
back.
but I've been hauling corpses.
Oh, great.
You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial
Still sounds like
assistant for a time.
Still, you're just moving up the ranks of the shitty job.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from a.
So this guy is like this. What's his name? Sid, or what's Simon? What's the guy's name? Seth from Red Dead Redemption.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Kind of a little nosy there, aren't you?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
That sucks.
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Oh, he wants to kill everybody.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I could really go for some saltine now.
Alright, the quest log on my ledger. I don't know how to access that, so I'm just going to go into Edgewater. Transition to Edgewater. Yeah, Emerald Vial. Isn't that supposed to be someplace in Ireland? Or is that the color that green is supposed to be? I don't know. Has unique perks and unique special... Oh, I have companions? I haven't recruited anybody there. Alright, well, I'm in Edgewater now. It's pretty dark. Hello? What the hell was that? Alright, I don't know what that was. What's this?
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler. They start asking you for some medicine. Come tell me.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought
need
to
to
be
take
tarnished by
throat
association.
lodges, lady.
People are gonna talk.
You ever heard of Ricola?
I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening.
Then
I'm
let them
feeling a
listen.
touch
I'll deal
faint.
with them.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Lady, maybe I should just put you out of your misery. I mean, you, like, don't seem happy. There we go. Alright. Alright, well, this has gone to shit now, hasn't it? Hey, I was just helping her. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Guys, I was just helping her. Oh boy, this is not good. This has gone south, hasn't it? Well, I'm in a bit of a bind now, aren't I?
Gotta get down!
I probably shouldn't have done that. Here, let me help you. Come here. I just want to talk to you. Well, I just murdered how many people? Yeah, this probably was not a good idea. You know what, I'm gonna reload that save. Yeah. Alright, fine, lady. You don't want to talk to me? Fine. Kiss my ass.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
Debits, folks.
What's this? I didn't have to pick that lock. That's pretty good. I think I'm just doing random stuff right now. I don't know where to go. I think I'm in someone's bath. Yeah, I am in someone's bathroom. Oh shit. Where do I go? Where does Turbid go? Apparently that's not the way to go, and I'm surprised no one said, hey. Oh, hey, you.
I don't know you.
Okay.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
I just saw that, Ace. Forget it.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes
Well,
to
next
scrub
time
the
someone else
tiles.
pisses me off, I'll start shooting.
Guess
This
I
lady seems
misreckoned
okay.
you. Sorry about that.
I gave that first lady
I
a
didn't mean to
pass.
be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises,
She needs to
though.
get out in the sun more.
Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves.
No
Sounds
spoilers,
already
Ace.
struggling to
goddammit.
make quotas.
I
even
think,
without
like,
that band
aren't
of
there going to be
slackwits
two different
abandoning
people
their
that you have to
posts?
help one of them and one is
Bunch
the bad
of
guy?
lazy,
I think.
shiftless rung leeches. Anyway,
I thought I saw a
enough
little
about
bit of that.
them. What can I do for you? Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business.
Oh, lady.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy.
Next guy who says "fuck you, Turbid,"
Glad I
I'm starting
disabused
to go
myself.
crazy.
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G? Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful. They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose.
Well, she's
This
never
is
going to be a
where I belong.
scientist. So we get that. All right.
What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't
I feel
fill
bad for
themselves
this lady.
either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out. Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story? That right? Prove it. Sounds as if you've been keeping questionable company. Or spinning a tale? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some zero-G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business.
Alright, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Let me make something clear.
Alright, yeah, it's been good to you.
There you go with that thinking again. I've said an...
Alright. You insult me one more time, lady, you're dying. How do I get back outside? I have to go... Okay, getting back outside is not through the bar. Alright. Oh, that's right, I gotta go and intimidate some people.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I am? Law, help me. Paranoia is one of the plague's known symptoms.
Here
I'll
we
pay your
go.
fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work.
Second story work? Does he want me to paint his apartment? He's not long for this world, and what's the point?
Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got anyway.
Amtrocochracin, is that
I
meds?
need you to break it. Nab that medicine and bring it back to me.
Alright.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Alright, well that guy's not... Hold on, I got to... Give me a second, I need to fix something real quick. Okay. Alright, let's save. I haven't saved in a while. Okay, this is his house. I think he gave me the money. I wasn't really paying attention, so that's going to be great. I don't want to go through his stuff. He's probably going to get me the plague cooties on me.
Making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Hell's this? Constable. Oh, that's like a lawyer.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free. As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted
I crash landed on this planet
Know how
and
to
now
carry
I'm
yourself in
killing
a
criminals.
fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder.
Cut off their
I'll
fingers?
dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Mm-hmm. Shot you into space. You know, lying to a space.
Does anyone believe me in this damn
violation of company
game?
policy and punishable by a fine. It is for Spacer's Choice. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
Alright. Hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Tenderfoot?
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the
This is
deceased
crazy.
party's
You gotta
closest
pay
living
to rent your own
relative,
gravesite
which meant
after you
me.
die. Or before you
Shame, though.
die. You can't
Eugene
just
was a
buy it
good
outright.
worker.
This place is shit.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Maybe he smuggled it somewhere else.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with.
Well, you're a
Suicide's a
dick.
crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire
There's
town
no
pays
likable
for it.
people in this, except for the
In
scientist.
other words, Edgewater
Somewhat.
would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees.
Alright, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Get out of the way. These people suck. I hate them all. I'd kill them all if I could. I can, but, you know, now I can't get out of here. It would cause a lot of damage? No, I'd probably die. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. I'd probably die.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Don't care about Wilson. Unless it's Wilson from,
I'm
Home
in
Improvement.
Philly
Yeah, that's it.
these days.
I know how you feel.
Okay, now I can't. Okay, we're back in the jail. That lady can't help me neither. Barber shop. Yeah.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene.
Another dick.
Cleanliness is next
This is the Howie
to
Mandel of the
lawfulness.
outer world.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death.
Well, what if you
Whereupon I
die?
will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial.
Alright.
Ah, gravesite fees.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Can I just kill you?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. Your idea?
Alright, maybe I'll just kill you. That bastard was hiding that on me. Look at you now, you stupid fuck. Now you're dead. Alright, I think we should get out of here.
What can I do for you? Oh. You may...
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
A ship... Vic...
Alright. Okay, that's that. How do I view my options again? Journal. Yeah, okay. Let's go this way.
What can I do? Go ahead. Edgewater has been...
Why don't I just kill you?
Get him!
Alright, well, now we should get out of here. Yeah. He didn't want to give up the thing, he had it right on him. Aurora Borealis. At this time of the year, at this time of the day, localized entirely in your kitchen. May I see it? No. Seymour, the house is on fire. No, Mother, it's just the northern lights. Whoever's watching this right now probably thinks I'm a kook. And maybe that's why me and that scientist get along so well. I don't know, what the hell is this? Dandelions? Get out of the way. Landing pad. Oh.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
Hell no.
Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Okay.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
Yeah, neither one of them are going to see that medicine. At least not from me. Alright, is there a map? A map. Cantina. Objective. And then it doesn't tell me if there's a gun store around here somewhere. That's odd. I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry.
Corporate troopers. The Saltuna. That doesn't help me none. What the hell is this? Okay. Fast travel via the map. Oh, really? Oh. Alright. Well. Okay. Well, now I know, Ace. Sorry. No one else was in here talking, so I tend to miss a lot of stuff. That's a town. Oh, I thought it's town. I thought it's a town leader. Town lever, I think.
Please hold them on. Regardless of the greet. Seems we've got a guest.
Is this the bad
Really
guy?
now,
I think this is
Pavati,
the bad
wish
guy.
you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him.
Great.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason.
This guy's real slimy.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live.
You mean the homeless?
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserted.
Okay, okay.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will Adelaide's older than the other deserters. I am asking you to help.
Alright, yeah.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sorry.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you.
I don't like this guy. He is slimy.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you. And thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
I've gained a companion. They'll join me in adventures.
You just killed him. A favor? You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Awesome. I never liked that guy. Yeah, sure. Any more ammo or anything over here?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed's dead. Excuse me if I don't shed a tear. I'm not exactly surprised he'd hire someone to cut off our power either. That's exactly his style. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime
I'm thinking of doing
service
that.
to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
What was that?
Incoming!
Oh, they all hate me now. Great. Thank you. Ah. Oh yeah, Mr. Sicky here. Yeah, I don't think they're happy with me.
I'm gonna put you down!
Now let's ooh, I have a grenade launcher? Hell yeah. Okay, we're working with some fire right now, aren't we? I won't kill you unless you get in the way. So stay out of the way. how do I get downstairs? It's not over here. Ace, if you're still here, how do I get downstairs?
I put my whole life in that cannery.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I never got along with Mr. Thompson, but I don't think he deserved to die. He tried to do his best. I don't know about that. Mr. Thompson wasn't an evil man. He wasn't given to violence. Though if Miss McDevitt were here, I wager she'd agree with you. I had my misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them and sent power to their garden even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your regulator back, get your ship up and running, and cut a path out of this place. And well, I won in. Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething. Captains don't fly their own ships. The board... Without a skip drive, good luck. Look, not... Gladys and I have been doing business... Excellent. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact... And remember, the...
Transmission and...
Thanks everyone for watching, and good night.